Hi, I am Chantal Dempsey. I am a life coach and master NLP practitioner. I am a member of the Life Coach Directory and I am the founder of Forward Life Coaching. Stress is a natural human response to danger or perceived danger. You actually don't have to be in danger for real to feel stress. It activates the fight or flight mechanism. Sustained stress can be very dangerous for both physical and mental health. So it's very, very important to keep it in check. It's very important to learn how to cope with it and ideally get rid of it completely. Sometimes you can get rid of it completely. It's just about the know-how. And this is where stress coaching comes into. A good coach will help you identify your triggers of stress. Some of the triggers might be the same for everyone, but many of them will be different for you and I, for example. So it's important to understand what triggers it, where it comes from, first of all. Then the coach will help you create a new perspective and will give you very powerful and effective tools to learn to cope with stress, learn to manage stress, and if possible, to overcome it completely, get rid of it completely. It can be done. In many, many occasions, it can be done. Even if you don't think so. Sometimes when we are in a very stressful situation or period of time in our life, we feel like that overwhelm. We feel like we're in a box and we cannot come out of it. It seems very difficult to keep your head above the water, but it can be done. It can always be done. And one of the best things coaching will do is that it will show you how to disrupt formed patterns of stress response. It will show you how to get a new way to respond to stress. And more importantly, and this is what I absolutely love, it will show you how to control the way you feel and the way you think. You can absolutely control your thoughts. You might think you can't, but you can. You can absolutely do it. And it's very, very empowering. The beauty of this is that you can use that for everything, not just for stress, but for absolutely everything. But this is very important because it leaves you with an incredible emotional resilience. It leaves you with an ability to cope with most things, and stress being probably one of the most important things because not managing stress can be so detrimental to yourself. Imagine a container a stress container that is the amount of stress that you can cope with. So quantify it, imagine it in your mind. This stress container gets filled with different things. So maybe job deadlines, people, maybe you're getting married and it's becoming quite stressful. Maybe you're getting divorced and that's getting quite stressful. Maybe you've lost someone. All of these things are fillers. They fill the container. And one of the things that coaching can do is look at what is it that you can stop filling. So are there any things that you can adapt, adjust, or perhaps divert or get rid of so it stops filling the container? As you can imagine in your mind's eye, this container gets fuller and fuller and fuller. When it gets to the top, you cannot cope with it anymore because your coping quantity is overwhelmed. So these are situations where perhaps people might have breakdowns and situations like this. Imagine at the bottom of the container there is a plug, and when you remove that plug, it drains the container. This is also another extremely important element and aspect of reducing and overcoming stress. It's the ability to drain the stress, to reduce the stress that you actually are feeling already. And these are things that coaching can incredibly help with. One of the really simple things that you can already use and think of is a great drainer is do something you love. Doing something you love really reduces stress immediately. And of course, there are things that are the same for everyone, such as exercise and all of these things. But there are things that are very specific to you and will be very specific to you. And it's very important to identify what are those things. And this is, again, something that coaching can really, really help with. To summarize how coaching can help, what to expect from coaching, you can expect to get some real effective tools to cope with stress and in some cases to overcome it completely. Tools to access a really calm state of mind, tools to control your thoughts and your feelings, which is the best. And the ability to redirect your thinking, the ability to stop that kind of negative pattern, that stressful pattern that you might get into sometimes. The mindset to create a new perspective, the mindset to reframe the situation that you're in, and also ways to get a more balanced lifestyle. Perhaps if the stress is caused by work, then look at ways to find a better work-life balance. It can always be done, even if you sometimes feel that you can't, it can always be done. Again, a good coach will be able to identify that and help you put it into place. Coaching shows you how to do it and holds your hand in the process. But it doesn't just hold your hand in the process, it really teaches you the skills and the tools so that you are able to then go and do it by yourself. So the idea of coaching isn't to keep you there all the time. The idea, on the contrary, is to keep you there as little as possible, just to equip you with the tools, show you how it's done, make sure you understand, make sure you know how to do it, make sure you have the ability to control your mind, to control your feelings, to control your thoughts. And then get you out of the coaching program with a lot more emotional resilience, with a lot better ability to cope with stress, to manage stress, and to overcome it completely when possible. It's a really transformative experience, and it will really help you greatly. If you're ready to take the next step and work with a coach, then I would absolutely love to help you. Stress is one of my favorite things to work with. And you can find me at forwardlifecoaching.co.uk. I'm Chantal Dempsey, or equally, you can find another qualified professional in the Life Coach directory. There are plenty of really amazing people there who will be able to help you. Good luck in your journey, and thank you so much for watching.